Ladies and gentlemen, we are now proceeding to another significant session of today. It is the announcement of the Global Total Peace Index. May I please welcome Dr. Amornsak Kitthananan, Director of Nation Building Institute. Please give him a round of applause.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to present the Global Total Peace Index 2026 or GTPI. Peace is a universal aspiration, yet history shows us that it is never automatic. Human society remains continuously shaped by conflicts driven by national interests, ideological differences, and the pursuit of power. Today, in our deeply interconnected world, the impact of conflict no longer stops at the national borders. It disrupts economies, strains supply chains, and creates instability far beyond its origins. Conflict is no longer just a local issue. It has become a shared global challenge. To foster peace effectively, we must first measure it accurately. Establish frameworks like the Global Peace Index, the Positive Peace Index, and the Women Peace and Security Index have made vital contributions by quantifying macro-level stability and the absence of armed conflict. However, the GTPI expands its definition. We believe peace is not merely the absence of war. It must also encompass the life experience of individuals, the strength of communities, and the humanity's relation with nature. By applying a penalty adjustment mechanism, the GTPI captures geopolitical disruptions while preserving the voices of human well-being, social stability, and environmental balance. Now in its second year, the 2026 index covers 109 countries, using 14 carefully selected indicators to provide a data-driven tool for holistic peace. The conceptual foundation of the GTPI is rooted in Professor Kyeongsak Charanwongsak's philosophy of the four life orders: the self, the community, nature, and the universal drama. These dimensions directly inform our three main domains. Inner peace. This reflects mental well-being, personal security, and daily freedom. Community peace. This measures social cohesion, trust, justice, and safety. Nature peace. This evaluates environmental harmony and ecological sustainability. Underlying all three domains is universal drama, the ethical principles that guide human, communal, and environmental relationships. The core principle is simple. Where universal drama is present, peace can be sustained. The GTPI 2026 synthesizes data from respected international sources, including the Gallup World Poll, the Institute of Economics and Peace, and the World Bank. It evaluates peace through three balanced pillars. First, inner peace assesses psychological well-being, tracking daily emotional states like enjoyment, anger, and worry, and personal fulfillment, specifically the freedom to make life choices. Second, community peace examines social cohesion and institutional stability, including feelings of personal safety, conflict levels, social contributions, and values like tolerance. And finally, nature peace measures ecological equilibrium, Factoring in environmental impacts like air quality and greenhouse gas emission as a percentage of GDP, alongside effective waste management mitigation. Let us look at the results. In 2026, Iceland ranks the first globally once again, with a score 87.8, though its score has declined from 91.5 last year. The top 10 countries are Iceland, Switzerland, Denmark, Norway, Ireland, Sweden, Finland, the Netherlands, New Zealand, and Austria. These nations successfully combine a high quality of life, robust social trust, stable institutions, and environmental harmony. However, shifts across the ranking remind us that peace is dynamic, shifting with economic, social, and political dimensions. The Czech Republic achieved the largest improvement this year, gaining 1.9 points to reach a score of 78.2. It is followed by Sri Lanka and Bulgaria. We must interpret rapid increases with care. Often, a sharp rise reflects short-term stabilization or recovery from a lower baseline rather than a guarantee of long-term and sustainable peace. Higher rankings are positive, but they do not mean peace is fully secured. Breaking the index down by pillar reveals a more nuanced story. For inner peace, the top performers include Malaysia, Uzbekistan, the Kyrgyz Republic, Iceland, and Vietnam. Crucially, it shows that inner well-being is not dictated by income alone, but by everyday social stability and security. Notably, the GTPI focuses on life experiences rather than political systems. For community peace, the leading countries are Iceland, Denmark, the Netherlands, Singapore, and New Zealand. For nature peace, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, and Finland lead the world. True peace requires a careful balance across all three domains. For ASEAN result, Singapore leads at 12 globally, followed by Malaysia at 22nd. Thailand ranks third in the region and 46th globally. The remaining regional rankings are Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, Cambodia, and Myanmar, with the global ranking as seen on the display. Because ASEAN's nations display highly diverse peace profiles, regional peace building cannot rely on a single model. Each nation must address its unique structural challenges. For Thailand, Thailand's performance is encouraging, but highlights critical areas for growth. Ranking 46 globally and third in ASEAN, Thailand's standout strength is inner peace, where it ranks an impressive 11 globally with a score of 84.5. This indicates a strong social asset in terms of personal satisfaction and daily freedoms. However, Thailand scored 59.1 in community peace, which is 38th globally, and 45.7 in nature peace, 72nd globally. The policy mandate is clear. By preserving its foundation of personal well-being, Thailand must dedicate greater effort to strengthening social trust, institutional safety, and environmental sustainability. We compare the GTPI with the traditional Global Peace Index and found a strong positive correlation of 0.789. This confirmed the GTPI's alignment with the established benchmarks. However, the correlation is not perfect. The gap represents the GTPI's unique value. By capturing inner peace and broader socio-ecological dimensions, the GTPI views peace through a comprehensive, multidimensional lens rather than just the absence of violence. Next important question is what drives peace? Our analysis shows a significant relationship between the national wealth and peace scores. High-income countries average a score of 21.9. Upper middle-income countries average 56.4, and lower middle-income countries average 50.6. Yet, wealth is not everything. Economic prosperity must be accompanied by a robust human capital, quality institutions, and social trust to truly sustain peace. The GTPI also reveals a strong positive association with the Human Capital Index and the KOF Globalization Index. The countries with strong education, health, and global connectivity achieve higher peace scores. Peace is not built by security policies alone. It is nurtured by international engagement and the capacity of citizens to live meaningful cooperative lives. Demographic structure also play an intriguing role. Our analysis shows that GTPI scores increase progressively alongside societal aging stages. Non-aging countries average 51.2, aging countries average 57.1, and aged countries average 65.4. Super-aged societies score highest at an average of 70.8. Ultimately, no single factor explains peace. It is a result of a complex interplay between economic, social, and institutional and demographic realities. In conclusion, the GTPI 2026 confirms that true peace is dynamic equilibrium between individual well-being, community cohesion, and ecological harmony. The GTPI is more than a ranking system. It's a diagnostic compass for the future, guiding policymakers to look beneath surface stability to solve the root causes of unrest. By embracing this interconnected approach, anchored in universal drama, we can build society where sustainable peace becomes a shared global reality. Thank you.